Alrighty, I believe we're back on. I do not know what happened.
I do.
Alright, so I thought the phone was charging. It wasn't. It died. My fault. I apologize. So here is part 2, which I'm just going to probably delete the first one completely, and this is going to be it. So welcome to Cocktail Hour with Rick. I am Rick Serra. Toast to all of you on this beautiful Saturday from our back deck in Parkville, Maryland. Cheers. As advertised, in about 60 minutes, we will be
Hey, little squash.
enjoying
hey,
our ceremony.
post a link on the other one? I have no clue how to do that.
So we'll have special
Clothes,
cleansing.
Twitter, Spindalis.
Yes, and if a mod could help with telling people to come over here, I would appreciate it. Just tell them to go back to the channel, look for...
Miss Glow, Little Squash.
I don't know how to tell the difference of the one. The one's not running, and this one is. I think we're back up. So I saved the second stream.
Are we okay now?
If you're able to leave a message on where I am speaking, you're in the right stream. If you don't see me anymore talking, it's just repeating itself. Get off of those and look for the new stream. It just says Rick is going live.
I didn't have to go out and come back in. It just came up.
Yeah, it resumed.
Okay.
Because of the power being lost.
Okay. You can tell them that. You don't have to type on my phone. He's trying to type something. Thank you for your patience.
Can you turn that light towards me? That's good.
See, I was able to get this up here.
Good. All right, so again, I'm sorry. And
It's a new stream, isn't it?
It's the same stream I just was getting going. So this still is the stream we started and had power cord issues. I'm going to buy...
I got to go out and come back in, guys. Mine didn't come back up.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
So
never mind.
There's a couple of other streams that are just...
adorable, deplorable.
repeating. I'm so sorry.
Mr. Bob Newell.
It's very strange. I can't read what the... We're the Mary Brothers, and plumbing is the game. We're not... Well, that's a good one to read, if you wanted to.
We're Mary Brothers and plumbing the game. We're not in the others who get all the fame. When your sink is in trouble, you can call us on the double. We're faster than the others, you'll be.
Thank you there, Spindalis, for a little, I guess, word of a literary piece. Would you call that a literary work or that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Jimmy Buffett died yesterday.
And so did, he was a good guy. The former governor of New Mexico, Bill Richardson, he passed as well.
Oh, Mr. Bob Newell, I'm not his friend, I'm his wife. My name is Darlene.
Darlene.
Sounds like Colleen with a D, spelled differently. Brian Varichelli is on.
Brian Varichelli, one of the star performers
Yes, Ben.
who were with us Thursday 2 nights ago and gave us a great live show, 2 sets long.
Natasha Simmons.
Thank you for joining, Brian. Cheers if you're drinking anything, or to your iced tea or water if that's what you're drinking.
I have iced tea today. It's a little early to start for me.
It's going to get hot again.
Yeah, it's
here in
sorta
Maryland
nice right now. What's the temperature? Let me see.
We're in the low 80s, I guess now.
81.
Tomorrow it's supposed to go up to well into the 90s. And then this week we will be flirting with upper 90s, near 100 down in Baltimore, I'd bet. And that's not
oh, yeah,
a heat,
you would, Spin.
that's not a heat index. That's degrees Fahrenheit. Now we're pretty far out from the center of town, so we don't have as much of the heat effect. But that is, you know that affects
That's
all
right. Don't
big
forget
cities.
to
There's
hit
a
a thumbs up.
heat effect for all of the buildings being closer together, etc. Whatever. That's a topic you would look at in terms of planning to try to reduce loss of energy, find out where the energy is leaking in the form of heat or
Hey,
whatever.
I lost track. What are you talking about?
Al,
What are you talking about?
too scientific. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was just talking how you would think about it as a policy issue.
Think about what as a policy issue?
The temperatures being really hot, in
okay.
urban centers even being worse. What can be done? What kind of planning?
Okay.
What kind of
Get off the subject, babe.
remedies could be imposed? Of course, planting
He's had
trees.
a warning.
Planting trees
He's
is a
had
good
2
one.
warnings.
Oh gosh, I'm outside in nature and I just can't help, I'm thinking about things to help Mother Nature.
Look, we just had a rough start. What is this, the 3rd or 4th
I
time
don't
this
know.
has happened?
This is not very good. We don't have this as much. But you know what I could do also? If we're going to do outside streaming, I need to add the other box.
Okay.
I have a booster.
I don't have a taser. I only have
I
a
use
Nerf gun.
Yeah, we don't have a taser, sorry.
Oh, this is number
we have,
4.
We have...
Thank you, Miss Glow. She's keeping score. I'm so glad.
Oh, good. Well, it's nice to keep score.
Oh,
What happened?
needs
It's
to be
unstitched.
stitched.
Yeah, underside of my thing.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's all right. The string pulled out.
Yep.
I've had this shirt a couple years now, even though it doesn't look too bad. Doesn't have holes, but it has the
That's right,
trim
little squash.
coming apart. Oh well. I'll survive.
Tracy Banter
So is anybody...
from Tone Mountain.
Oh. Where is that?
I don't know.
Could you tell us where that mountain is located?
Tracy Banter.
Tracy Banter. I certainly know Tracy Banter. I just never knew that they lived on a mountaintop. Good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. Is that where you are? No?
Just give her time, Rick. It's not an instant type thing.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I'm being a little impatient.
Hey, Valerie Bumbalo. Hello there.
Hey, Valerie. Good to have you here. So, we are
Right.
23 people and 12 likes. Please click that like button. Any of the regulars you know, just step out of the chat into the channel, click like under the box that is live, and then come back into the chat.
Look,
Thank you.
Mama Sarah got home yesterday from her trip to the the Smoky Mountains.
She ended up
She
in
was
Pigeon Forge
and
and
Gatlinburg.
Gatlinburg.
She saw like 2 shows every day she was there. She had a good time.
She had a very good time, made some new
Oh,
friends.
I love that song, Rocky Top.
Yep. Has somebody said that?
Hey, Misty Woods. Hello. How are
Hi,
you
Misty.
doing today?
Is this the same Misty?
Could be. Don't even go there.
Now, I need to ask, Misty Woods, would you please send us an email, rick.adr@aol.com, so we can reply, maybe even have a chat? Nothing bad, it's all good. But I would greatly appreciate having a chance to express our personal thanks again from last week and your very generous donation.
Yeah, I think I will do a really quick recap while we're here on Saturday and not Friday. Is Rick had a procedure yesterday. He went under general anesthesia and he wasn't able to perform last night in more ways than one. So we decided to do it today. So that's why
slept.
we're here on a Saturday.
I got home maybe at 1,
Thank you, Valerie.
and then
Rick.
I didn't get up out of bed. Thank you, Valerie, appreciate that. And then I didn't get up till 7. Of course, the show was going to be 8 o'clock.
Oh, that's cool, Spin.
And I realized
Thank you, Misty.
I did not feel like I was up to it. I would have been really, it would have been like almost slow motion, watching paint dry, things like
Although
that.
it may have been better than starting over 4 times.
Maybe. And
Hey, Mark.
and also being here live at a time that most people are not familiar. I did put out notifications, but many people probably are busy, didn't notice. It's okay. We are still going to cleanse anyone here, and we have a small list of people who asked in advance to be named and cleansed if they were not here with us on the live show. So now we're doing that. Yes, once a month you want to get cleansed, you're going to be absent. I'll cleanse you virtually in your absence, and you can see it on replay. Isn't that great? Yes, you can witness it. And you weren't even there. But then you'll be cleansed. You'll wonder why you can walk more lightly, because it puts a spring in your step when you get this treatment, we call it.
Thanks, Tracy.
And you feel so happy inside, almost giddy, almost like Ebenezer Scrooge when he wakes up on Christmas morning and finds out that it was
Hey,
Christmas,
Samsonite.
and he was so happy, and he had a chance to change as the ghosts had told him he needed to do, and life story of me, basically. All right, I don't know where I went on that tangent, but
I can't keep track of you. I give up.
it's the anesthesia. Still,
Thanks, Miss
that's what I'm
Flo.
saying.
I'm only here because the table's small. Otherwise, I'd sit further away because he complains when I'm real close.
Well, you have to have sacrifices. So if you just shoot me in the side and the arm, a glance over here, we might have to get a couple off the deck because it's just the railing
JK,
here.
my name is not Dolly. I don't have the bazubas.
Remember, think Colleen, replace it with a D. That is the correct
I'm not worried
enunciation.
about just not Dolly. You can call
She-
me Darlene.
Oh,
you
my
can
goodness.
call me whatever, but not
She told
Dolly.
me this when I first started to court her. Don't call me Dolly. I'm no hello Dolly. I'm like, okay, ma'am.
No problem, JT.
She asked me about if I would agree while I was tied to the bed. All 4 corners. She had a headboard, footboard, chrome. It was something. One of those mattresses that they go in the middle, so you have no choice. You're up against each other, spooning, no matter what. Or in my case, having some fun with my whatever, like sexually having fun while she's sleeping.
Ew.
And then have her wake up and moan just like a porn star. Because isn't that a typical porn?
You
like
can call her Dolly
a
because
woman,
she goes by that, JJ.
a woman sleeping and she's got a nightgown on, and then the scoundrel comes in and he starts to do what he wants to. What the heck? Thank you, Mert. Very generous, Mert. Appreciate very much. So,
have a question for
wait a minute,
you.
I was on a roll.
Oh, I didn't.
I had a whole thing going.
Well, good.
Shit.
Listen, Little Squash, can Rick answer as to why vibrating beds went away in hotel rooms and in general? Cat-a-lot.
I think that they were just not really
And you never will, Cat-a-lot.
utilized a lot, so they just sat there. A few might have started fires with poor maintenance, so that's not a good thing.
We're going to do that today, Stephanie.
But it was a little nicety, I guess, the vibrating bed. It's like a free massage for the price of the night.
Hey, Valerie, I got you on the list.
But I just assumed that probably the fad went away. The equipment was just too much to maintain. I'm just happy when they have a clean mattress and pillows, right? I mean, you know what's not right. So I was talking with Darlene about motels, and
it's not.
I'm going to do it right now, real quick.
Why don't you ever listen to me?
Well, I'm just going to say that my primary thought toward new content under Rick's Motel Dives will be live stream visits to some nasty motel once in a while.
Yeah, they still have electric blankets,
So,
but they work a little
if
differently,
anybody
I
is
think.
thinking I'm going to do an edited version, I really had that as not something I wanted to do. And I will do the room review in a different approach, in a different way. So hopefully you'll enjoy when we do something new in that area. And I'm going to wait till we return to Florida because it is so full of great prospects. Great prospects. Much more than we have around here. We've already tapped it out, kind of. All the people who like to do this kind of thing, that is. So
And
here we
I'm not
are.
staying in a yicky room.
No, we're not
on
ever
air
going to
travel.
stay in a yicky place. But,
Okay, we'll see you when you get back, Valerie.
where's she going?
She'll be back. She has something she has to do.
Oh, okay. Returning to the current stream. We'll see you very soon. So,
Secret Castle.
is anybody watching the show from maybe a destination for the holiday weekend only? Anybody? And where are you vacationing for Labor Day weekend if you are away? We'd like to maybe have a couple people tell us about that. What do you think?
Yeah.
Would that be okay?
Also, do we have any birthdays?
And then, of course, birthdays to sing. I do have Shay Lee to sing to.
Is it her birthday?
Yes,
Her
this week.
birthday or Mr. D Pants?
It was hers this week.
Okay.
So I will definitely want to sing for Shay Lee and see if she's able to get on here. If not, I'll sing it before the end so she can watch the replay. And then we'll have to also think about cleansing them if they don't pop on. Okay? But
They're on my list.
Mr. D Pants and Shay Lee, we'll have to make sure we give them a cleaning Yes, I think that she turned 90,
Ah, you don't tell women's ages.
99, I think she said.
Dina, hello there.
And
Vacationing in my Florida home.
she attributes her longevity
Oh, God.
to Vegemite.
Serra 2.0. Yeah, I heard about that this morning. Made me sad. Yeah, we finally made it back, Patrick. This is the 4th time. It seems to be holding up.
Yep.
Is it still charging?
I hope so, hon.
Okay.
All I can do is hope, because it doesn't really display that charge is happening. But I've
Cindy Rose.
had a lot of luck with this little short cord. The littlest, little flimsy looking cord, and it's the one that's working. The other power cords, 2 of them, which I thought were reliable.
I agree, Miss Glow. I have no problem telling my age either, but a lot of women a little funny about it.
I think it's ridiculous that I have to fight with these stupid phones to charge just to do the little show. I mean,
Look, we talked about you going and getting a couple iPhone cords.
yeah,
And did you make any attempt to do it?
I thought I was okay.
Okay. I don't know, Stephanie.
So,
Is
I guess
Pocono
I have no
still
choice.
Open?
Yeah, I'm not, there's torn down places that
Yeah,
had
he does
been,
have a
but
flimsy cord.
it's flimsy and white, just like my flaccid flimsy. Well, it's a lot smaller in diameter, but it's just as flimsy and floppy.
It is floppy.
What do you think? Floppy and flimsy?
Yep.
Talk about my power cord to my phone, dirty-minded people.
That's good, Sarah 2.0. JT's is flimsy too.
I don't know if that's because of the age of the cord or how it's been used or abused.
Abused, I
That
think.
affects if your cord is limpy and flimpy.
I keep trying to tell him to do that, Patrick. Edibles, edibles.
Edibles, edibles. I know, Patrick, I'm going to do that. But I have to cook some because I've got flour, at least an ounce. So I have to do that. So I'm really looking for any good idea for a recipe for putting it into either butter or olive oil and then consuming it that way and figuring out also the dosing.
You never know what's going to work the best, Miss
How much
Flo.
is the dosing? So if there's anybody out there who is a home purveyor of your own consumable cannabis converted from flour to an oil, I would greatly
think that's what's going
appreciate.
to happen to Rick. His
Send
phone
me a
has
message.
a hard time charging. He might need a new one soon.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
That's what Dina just said.
And my MacBook also may need to be something or other.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, it's the processor isn't the fastest processor. It only has 8 gigabytes of RAM. When you're doing video, audio editing, that's not a lot.
Patrick said, sell the flour, go to the dispensary to buy Betty Achy Cherry.
Oh.
10 megs.
You like Betty's, huh?
Oh, we did see him. He's going to put him up on the channel, so.
What was that? Oh, yeah, yeah. I asked her an email for captions. So, Sol, if you could put together some captions for each picture in the order of the pictures as you sent them to me in your email, or, maybe you can revise the email and type a little underneath of each pic, whatever way works for you. I'd like to have a caption for each of the pics. She went
and John C.
had
just
a-
said she can share them on Discord too.
and you can pop them on Discord for sure. So, yeah, she went to Mexico City and had a nice time in a very historic.
She said, okay.
Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you for doing that, Soul. That'll be very nice to add to the community board.
Yeah, it is. It's a very pretty day here.
And if you want, I can go right ahead and pop them over onto Discord too, Soul. So I could take care of both.
Excuse me.
Because that I try to feed the Discord with announcements as well. I'm doing TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram as my announcement platform. So if you are not on Facebook, TikTok, or Instagram, please consider using one of those to stay abreast when we post a video reel or just a straight post on Instagram with the information you need. And I usually, as a comment to that, I save the link right into the comments so you can easily copy the link.
Abreast.
So you keep abreast of everything that's going on in the Rick Serra world. I mean, not everything. Like, I will spare you the typical day-to-day bodily function stuff, okay?
Thank you very much.
I know, that's going too far. I'm not even going to show you as I clean a bathroom.
Well, Dina, send us
Or
her
do other
information
things like
again.
that.
Maybe I missed it.
I do show when I try to destroy
I'll put the email up again.
a bush that I've tried to chop down several times, and it grows back, and I go, oh, what the hell, let it be.
Yeah,
But
Dina,
then
just
I
send me
had
the
to
information again.
tear it up this summer. So I know there's only a few of you, but if you haven't been watching us on our Out with Rick series, we've been having good fun with that since the initial episode that was shot under that new.
Why are you...
I didn't mean to do that. I kick my feet out too much.
All the time.
All the time.
He sits like this. We're at the dinner table.
So sorry.
He's watching TV.
Yep.
We're in a restaurant.
So the episodes are less than 15 minutes, down to like 6 or 8 minutes. And I think they're fun. I hope that you'd give them a try. Give them a try, rather. Or give me a try by trying them. It's a nice group. And then I've gone through into the old catch-all Rick Spitz playlist and re-designated quite a few.
Carson Thorpe is not here. He's on a Disney cruise.
He's on a Disney
with
cruise.
Grandma Bonnie and Grandpa Dave.
The three of them are cruising out of,
Thanks, Tracy.
I guess it's down
just
south.
Followed you on TikTok.
I'm glad that you did. I think it's Rick Serra of ADR.
Thanks, Patrick. No, JK.
Although that's my interpretation of that is now Rick's Motel Dives. So I can fulfill legal requests. You know what I mean. And if you don't, I'm sorry I even said it.
Why? I hate that how that changes. Okay.
And
Oh, they don't have casinos on Disney ships? Oh, okay.
well, that's a good thing if they have entertainment overall. So we did not intend to broadcast and overlap one of the most common creators
Yes, he
that
does.
we have fans that are enjoying both of us. So if you're wondering why we're on, we did this only because I was unable to yesterday,
We did this.
and we did it very early so that we would be off by 7 p.m.
Well, now we'll be on a little later.
a little bit, but so that we'd be off because the
Mr.
time
Bob
frame
Newell
was
wants to know, do
older.
you have good weed?
Oh, of course, because I buy it from Maryland approved growers.
Yes, Maryland is legal now, but
And
he had a medical license
I
prior.
still have that. And there's two levels in terms of the pricing.
Horrible retired dude. I hope he does well.
You can buy everything recreational, but the highest concentration in different forms is not allowed, only provided for those with the medical. And then for some reason, some of the pricing is a little bit higher for the recreational. I don't know why they did that, but
Don't touch the screen.
I had to check. It is charging. It's charging, honey. So in my next iPhone, I hope that when I do live stream, it shows me if the charge is still continuous, because you need the boost to take care of this. And I don't know where, but I had uh, battery banks that were like 20 of those units of electrical power, MAH or something like that. And I've misplaced them. I don't know where they are. But that would run the phone and on web broadcasting for an hour or two. That's what I used to be dependent on. And it was very good. I would just hang a little bag.
I didn't even know
On the
people were still
tripod.
using those, Sarah.
What's that?
Those wheelies with the, the shoes with the wheels.
Yeah, Heelys. Is that what they're called still?
Yeah.
Because there's another type of shoe that's
Senor
not
Lopez.
a Heely, but there's a new mobile shoe out there. I think it has wheels back and front. So it really is like a skateboard, but not quite. It's your shoes. Pretty cool if you're very athletic and you have good balance. I'm sure you could enjoy one of those. Myself, that was always a problem. I have to admit I wasn't the most well balanced, and I'm easily injurable, basically. But I wear my injuries like badges.
Heely is like a tennis shoe that has wheels in the heels, and the kids they're like skates.
Yeah. Put their toes down, they slow down. But you have to not fall backwards with those heel
You got
wheels.
a good memory, Spin.
Now here's something I saw, and I see this unfortunately, and I saw it, and when I was a regulator in healthcare, I would be able to get people to change. But if you are ever having to be transported in a wheelchair and you're being put on a platform that electrohydraulically is going to lift you up, you always are to be in the chair and facing out, not with the chair and you facing in, because people have fallen backwards off of those ramps while in the process of being lifted or after they reach the top. So I don't know why I thought of that, but I saw the other day, and that is incorrect. The person should always face away from the vehicle.
He's doing real well, Senor
when
Lopez.
you're put into a van or wheelchair accessible vehicle of some type. Yeah, I did healthcare from June of 1993
Wow, that's a big
to
copay.
the end of December 2017. It's 24 years. And then I'd been in another agency with the state for the rest of it. I served over 30 years.
Are you answering Misty's question?
I was, yes.
Okay, good.
Well, I don't know what's going on.
No.
Anybody ever come up with locations where they were
No.
vacationing?
No. Get off my phone.
I guess everybody's home.
Yeah,
Everybody but Carson is home.
you were telling people what you did in healthcare, and that's what Sarah's question was. I mean, Misty's question was.
Yes.
So you did answer.
That was just one teeny little thing that I would look for when I was checking a healthcare operation. And if they had these vehicles, you had to check the drivers, their training, their medical approvals, their whatever qualifications they had to meet through the federal or state for transporting passengers.
I don't know where you come up with these names, Ben.
I didn't know what the rules were, so what did I do? I looked up and printed out a copy of all of the rules.
Okay,
And
keep going.
that's what people, they found was good from my
Move on.
personal review, is that I told you you were wrong, I showed you how you were wrong, and then I pointed to resources so you could learn and fix things up. That's how I left everything. You still gotta,
He still does that here.
yeah, you
To
still get a written report. Darlene gets no written reports. Hers are all verbal. And then she reminds me of, why did I say that? And don't you know that's hurtful? And then I feel like shit.
It doesn't change anything.
I have a moment of clarity.
Yeah. Camelot is home.
Camelot, how you doing,
But I
Camelot?
can't pronounce where they are in New York, but it's right on Lake Ontario.
Oswego, New York.
Okay, thank you. I'm not good at pronunciations.
Yes.
So I probably screw up your names a whole lot.
So
Hey, retired
we
scared.
have family who own a place in
Wilson.
Wilson, New York, right on the Niagara River, I guess you call it.
No, it's a lake.
Well, it is, but they downstream from Niagara Falls. It ends up with the city of Toronto, way on the other side of the river.
When it moves up a little bit, I'll be able to read the whole thing. Misty Woods was the CNA, geriatrics.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Misty Woods. It's nice to be able to say I was a geriatric certified nursing assistant, maybe a medicine aide, or maybe you were a therapy assistant as well.
CNA.
Yeah, well, they can do all those different things with a CNA. Actually go to pass your practical, you have to go work at a nursing home.
too, so that's great.
Good for you and your knees and your back, that you're not having to do all that anymore. If you would like to consider something for a part-time job, I do have an idea if you get bored. Adult medical daycare. It's really only about a 6-hour day in total, with transporting clients in and out. You're basically waiting for them to arrive and then sending them off, helping with personal hygiene and participating or leading recreational programs. So you have to learn to actually do that side. Of course, a little
Wow.
food service is involved in that, so that's another skill set. But
Well, see, I did go back after I retired. Last year, I went back to work for 5 months at my old job. I'm glad I did it, but they called me again this year and wanted to know if I wanted to come back, and I said, hell no. Did it once, that was enough.
so, whatever.
Hey, Josh!
I am, like I said, always happy to answer questions if it happened to be something related to this field. You have a
Lambo
question about
guy.
something, a rule for Medicare, etc., I'd be happy to reply. rick.adr@aol.com. And don't forget, you can go to our website at rickserrastar.com. We just paid for 2 more years. We buy that domain through GoDaddy. And so we're booked up again. Everything's on. Rick Serra Star, just like my name with STAR.com. And Darlene just put up the email link or
That's for
description
newbies, but
for
that's
new
also-
people, or just email to us. She is primary. I do look in there as well, but I let her act on the correspondence first
He lets me.
by marking as unread after I've looked at it. Darlene is the brains in this business operation we have.
We'd like to get to
We're-
Nevada too.
We're barely
Rambo guy.
we're barely a company, but I mean,
Yeah, me either, Catalot.
to have somebody come forward and give me a super chat tip that is equal to more than the 2 months that we usually would earn in one shot.
What?
That's what happened to us for August. We basically ended up with, that was our total. All thankful for a giant contribution. Anybody was here, you know who I'm talking about. So, and it's totally unexpected because it's not the game, really. It was superb sweet. The game is, we, one, enjoy doing these live shows. Two, I enjoy having to make my brain get scratched to put together a video. The meet and greet things we love because we'd love to have opportunity to be
Oh yeah,
close
guys,
to
we are
our
going to
fans.
have a meet and greet.
It's going to be September 30, I believe.
I'm checking now. Yep.
And it's going to be starting at 2?
I do not have a time.
We didn't have one.
I don't have a time. We have not didn't do a time.
I'd say 2. What do you think? No earlier than that,
Yeah, not earlier than that.
unless you want to say 3.
I would go, 3 or 4.
All right. We're going to call it 3 o'clock, Saturday the 30th, Racers Pub, RACER''S Pub, Harford Road in Parkville,
What time did you say?
3 p.m.
Okay, we have to double check something too. We just
Okay.
have to make sure they still have that outside area.
Yeah, they do. That's when I just want to make sure they may not have a band playing during the day, but I'll call them up and find out what's going on. They're happy for the business. One thing that's very nice about this place is they have a outdoor garden, fire pit during the cool times of the year, outside bar at times, not all the time, especially when they have live music. They have a stage in the back, outdoor stage. I've actually broadcasted, live streamed from the same Racers Pub.
Yeah, that's where the chair guy was.
In fact, that's the one that I did where I was able to enjoy the company of my great friend Sean. And someone brought up a memory where we were watching the band play, and this is Whiskey Train, a blues and
Smoky
classic
Mountain
rock
Lovers.
band.
Hello, Uncle Rick.
3-piece or 2-piece. Hey there, Smokey! And we were dancing around. I told
Mama
him,
Sarah was just there.
would you join me? And we're just dancing around in the middle of these younger girls who were dancing. They were like their 20s. Here we are, like Perv and Perv 2. Whatever. We go out there and start dancing around with them. We were just doing the most uncoordinated form of movement you could even imagine. So it did not look like real dancing. It looked pathetic, and I hope that you laughed. And if you didn't, you can look at on the playlist Rick's live streams and look for Racers Pub, and you can relive the whole time. Or
Oh, I meant
come,
hit, not hot. Hit that like button, guys.
you hit that. She's already hot. Whew. Woo! My hand is hot. It was down inside of her.
Ew, I hope you don't.
I wouldn't be surprised if you found one in one of the rooms. Oh, we've been there, done that. Ah.
That was a request from J-Tag.
Okay, J. Tad has got it in the ass. Hardman House. Is that where you get some saltpeter to get an erection? The Hardness House?
Yeah, it's like he's dead. Wherever I hit him with the... That's your son.
Hi, baby. Come here.
Oh, you're gonna give everybody a shot.
Hi. Here's Bo, everybody. Ugh.
Oh, thanks.
Stuck it right in my
Sin.
mouth. You're so good. You're a handsome baby. Yes, you are. Hi, Soul. How are you, Soul? Hi. Soul Cecita. Mucho grande. Oh. He doesn't want to stay. All right. Go ahead, Bo. Thank you for your appearance. Yes. I love that that's the reaction that you guys show whenever we put him in front of the camera. I should just do a little video about nothing but shots of Bo. That sounds like... I wanted to put together a couple different things. And of course, when we go away end of this month, there'll be more footage of a natural and very beautiful location.
We hope. We've never been there.
Well, I know it's beautiful up there. I hope the
Oh yeah, the beach is
I hope the
beautiful.
camping area isn't bad.
It sounds great. It's in Delaware. It's a state park, and they have full hookup.
This
is
is right
amazing.
along the Atlantic coast, and there are still observation towers from World War II
Oh, Mert, that was acetate.
that were preserved, and they're still, you can actually go up inside of them and look.
Hey, Alex, I'm glad.
I don't know if you've ever seen such a thing, but we had, during World War II, we had German submarines up and down the coast, taking out
Hey, Bo.
ships, carrying supplies. Yes, we did.
Hey, Bo. Soul
Yes,
said
we,
hello. Yeah.
We had a really
You happy to hear
big
that?
thing to defend against. Things like turning your lights out at night, keeping them out after a certain time. That was all controlled. If you aren't familiar, that's a time in history to see. If we got through that, we really can get through anything. We really can. But we need to do it like this. And if we do it like this, and I'm talking about the rest of us, the usual regular people. I'm not talking about all the power and money people, just the regular people like us. We just have to work together. Hold it together. Expect nothing but peace, love, and happiness and joy for all. That is the goal. Maybe one day we reach it. I hope so.
Oh, Patrick, the reason we didn't do it yesterday, Rick had a PCNL, and he had been under general anesthesia, and at 8 o'clock, he wasn't ready to be on camera. So that's why we're here
So
tonight.
after the next couple hours, I slowly woke up enough to convince Darlene to let me watch a series that we've been watching on Netflix.
True spin.
We've been watching the Lincoln Lawyer, a series on Netflix. It's 2 seasons,
What special
In.
sticks, Lambo guy?
and we're enjoying it.
That's
It's
right, Misty.
a lawyer show, but it's got some other things about it that makes it nice. And we don't hardly do any television viewing unless it's been pre-recorded
Hey, Sarah R., how are
So-
you?
or held it. We have like a way to pause and then start and even go backwards with our remote control. So we'll pause for a long period of time and then play content going through commercials as long as we can, and then put it on pause and wait a little while. So you watch it live, but you take the pauses when there's commercials. It's an ingenious process. It's great when you record them. Then you
The
just
one
go
dandy
zippity-doo,
instead of-
zippity-doo every time you hit the commercials.
Rick, did you guys use some type of stick instead of luminol when you did, you know?
A heme stick. Yes,
Oh, somebody was asking if they work.
yes.
Okay.
Heme sticks work.
That's okay, Sarah.
But that's what it's called. A heme, as in the molecule in red blood cells. Right, that's composed of part of the iron fraction. Heme sticks react in the presence of that molecule and change color.
Hey, Jimmy Rick.
And what we did several times in the old days of Rick's Motel dives with others,
Okay, then.
we would spray luminol and then also verify with a stick or in reverse order. Use a stick, see if we found something, and then spray in that area.
Well, that's good, Jimmy. You can watch this
They're
while
good
you're
tools.
keeping an eye on the building.
How's the weather, Jim? Is it very, very hot, or is it not too bad? Maryland's getting hot this week.
Be up in the
This-
high 90s.
We're
Right?
going to be upper 90s, near 100 in Fahrenheit here in the Baltimore, probably downtown is the temperatures they're talking about. So very, very hot. I hope nobody's here visiting Baltimore on vacation because it's going to be damn hot. Maybe the Orioles may be still in
It's gonna
town.
be hot too.
Hot, hot. I don't know what's going on, but we got it.
Today was a nice day.
Today wasn't bad. Yesterday was even a little cooler. Yes, Mert, they are, although they've had a couple of losses in a row now. I don't like that. Lambo. No,
Thanks for the update, Jimmy Rick.
the one,
Hey, Lambo guy, they do not.
the main representative owner of the team, he's not doing so well, especially in the public opinion category.
Hey, Gary Baba Booey.
But because of his actions, he's making people wonder, is he going to take the team elsewhere in the middle of the night, like happened to our Colts back in the 1980s?
Hey, Heidi.
So anybody who's a local person, you know what I'm talking about. We don't want to go there. We got a team that's highly competitive. Good chance they're going to be in the finals for the American League pennant. Hopefully they make it all the way to the championship level and ascend to the World Series. That'll be the first time in a long time for the Birds to have made it all the way to the World Series. And then they don't win the World Series, it'll be sad, but just if they could get that far, that would be amazing. That would be a crazy matchup. Yes, I wouldn't mind having us versus Philly.
See, I
We did play Philly a little bit this year.
usually understood baseball better than football because as a kid, because baseball is such a slow game, my dad would explain it to me. Football came on, didn't have time to explain, so I had no clue what was going on.
Would you turn the light to me a little bit?
I don't think you need it, but I will.
Yeah, just sort of twist it a little bit. A little more. There. Yeah.
He thinks light makes a difference on what he looks like. It really doesn't.
As it gets to twilight, will be shadows. So that's why we need a little light. Just got one stand. It's not even at the highest level. It's at the lowest level. We can bring it up a little bit if we need to. Always thinking.
Spin, I've been watching old Ink Master shows.
Ink Masters. She really loves to watch those. Of
It's
course,
mind-numbing. You don't have to think about anything. I don't like all the crap talk, but
how about
I like
the
it. Hey, Derek.
Survivor series?
Oh, I
Hey,
love
wait
that.
a minute. Thank you, Derek. Thank you so much, Derek Hefner. Super chatting. Oh,
Well,
Valerie. Okay,
I've
Valerie.
got you on my list. You will be cleansed.
Love and hugs
No,
to you.
Rick does not have a tattoo. I do. And I'm thinking about getting another one.
I never determined I ever wanted one. So I'm not really interested at this stage. Coming up to 64 years old. Just about 5 weeks. Yes. What the hell is that?
What?
A scroungy looking dog that I would say could have been a coyote.
Where?
It was way up the street.
Okay, maybe
See
it
that
was
yellowish looking stuff? Now maybe it's a dog, but I mean, is it coming back? There it is.
Where? Oh. Oh, that's a dog, Rick. It doesn't look like a coyote.
All right, well, it's not a chupacabra either.
No, it looks like a lab.
Oh my, that's funny.
Rick's birthday is October 7th.
So, when we do cocktail hour with Rick on Friday, the 6th of October, I'll even sing to myself. And
Yeah, and that will be the...
I might do it as Sandy Gay, singing happy birthday to me. Then I have to dig up an email. I hope it's still there.
Don't look at me.
Carson Thorpe's email with the attached video. It's still there, right?
As far as I know, it is.
Okay. So I'm going to put that out with Carson acting as Sandy Gay, and it's a funny little thing for announcing my birthday and the cocktail hour with Rick. It'll be a part of a promo.
I'm not doing her makeup. She can do her own freaking makeup and stay out of my shit.
Well, she wants to ask you what couple of things minimally you could let her use.
Okay.
And she might want to get a little dressed up.
Got it all.
She might want to get dressed up. So why not? For my birthday, I'll prank you all fully regaled as Sandy
You let
Gay.
everything out of the box.
Well, whatever. There's a small crowd tonight. They'll be the
Oh, guess
insiders.
what, Rick?
What?
October 6th
Yeah.
is the first Friday of October. It'll also be a cleansing that night.
Well, there'll be an active episode. Being cleansed by Sandy Gay. What do you think, folks?
I don't think I can put up with her
Would
for
you
that
like
long.
that? And make up some huge boobs? Is that what you're telling me to do? Pad myself?
You get to sing the Beatles song, Rick, when I get older, losing my hair many years from now.
Yes. I need to have that printed out. And I think I can sing it with just having the lyrics.
Okay.
So, there we go. We got a whole thing. We're here developing a program for a future episode during the show. And it's, what time? It's about time for starting this cleansing.
Yes, it is. 'Cause I tell you
Wow.
what, my arms are
Not
getting
just
cold.
letting the time go by without any activity. We are plotting things. She's got her pad there, writing down stuff. We are on top of it.
No, these are
Thank
the
you
people
guys
to be
for being
cleansed.
here and caring to enjoy our
Hey,
madness.
K1ish, you want me to put you on the cleansing list?
Is she leaving too?
They just popped in. They gotta go.
Well, we're about to cleanse.
Hey, Shaylee. Hello there.
Shaylee's here too. Okay, great. Right, so
So, Shaylee, somebody tells me it's your birthday.
or it was just the other day. So if you
Gotcha, Gary, if you're not going to be here.
will listen to me, I will quickly transition into the ceremony. Welcome to our monthly cleansing session here on the Rick Serra channel during Cocktail Hour with Rick. This opportunity is provided to all fans. The theory behind the actions that we'll be following momentarily is that our imbuing energy into droplets of water
We will, Nina. Just
as
give me
we
a minute.
call out cleansing on request by you and naming you and your name, or at least a part thereof of your name. If your name is real long, it might just be the first name, but I digress. You will then
Let's get
feel
this started.
lighter, and you will feel like maybe a little springy on your feet. Maybe later tonight you might feel like going dancing somewhere, because also you've just dropped 40 pounds. Yes, it just disintegrated magically. I don't know how it works. By our invocation and simple filtered water. Really, just with a quick blessing like that. So now we're ready to proceed. Is anybody ready to be cleansed?
Don't you read them, I will.
Okay.
Okay, we're getting ready to start, guys.
Here we go.
I'm going to start with I know people who are not here.
Okay.
Heidi, she's here, she said.
Heidi, you are cleansed.
Spin Dallas.
Spindalis, you are cleansed.
Mert.
Mert, you are cleansed.
Roy Quitter.
Roy Quitter, you are cleansed.
Wes.
Wes, you are cleansed.
Dina.
Dina, you were cleansed.
Okay, Carson Thorpe.
Carson Thorpe, you were cleansed.
Grandma Bonnie.
Grandma Bonnie, you were cleansed.
Grandpa Dave.
Grandpa Dave, you were cleansed.
The Ship Disney Fantasy.
The ship Disney Fantasy, you were cleansed.
J-Tay.
J-Tay, you were cleansed.
Soul.
Soul, you were cleansed.
Josh was here.
Josh was here, you were cleansed.
Okay, let me go back to my list. Jimmy Rick.
Jimmy Rick, you were cleansed.
Maria G.
Maria G, you were cleansed.
Josh was here.
Josh was here, you're cleansed.
Derek Hefner.
Derek Hefner, you were cleansed.
Scott Bagley.
Scott Bagley, you were cleansed.
Patrick Nicolucci.
Patrick Nicolucci, you are cleansed.
John C.
John C., you are cleansed.
James.
James is also cleansed.
Shaylee.
Shaylee is cleansed.
Mr. D. Pants.
Mr. D. Pants is cleansed.
Miss Glow.
Miss Glow is cleansed.
Misty Woods.
Misty Woods, wait a minute, new bottle. Misty Woods is cleansed.
Stephanie Short.
Stephanie Short is cleansed.
That's blowing back on me.
I know, I noticed this.
Valerie Bumbelow.
Valerie Bumbelow, you are cleansed.
Jeff.
Jeff, you are cleansed.
K1ish.
K1ish, you are cleansed.
Miss Glow.
Miss Glow, you're cleansed.
Gary Baba Booey.
Gary Baba Booey, you are cleansed. I'm getting all dry mouthed. I needed a sip.
Sarah R.
Sarah R., you are cleansed.
Buckwheat.
Buckwheat, you are cleansed.
Nina.
Nina, you are cleansed.
Wait a minute, there's a Maria G.
Maria G., you are cleansed.
Chris.
Chris, you are cleansed.
Jim Nemo.
Who?
Just say Jim Nemo.
Jamimo, you are cleansed.
Michael and Chris.
Michael and Chris, you are cleansed.
Oh, wait a minute, I'm sorry. Michaela.
Michaela.
Chris.
Chris.
Nancy Santa Maria.
Wait a minute, you both are cleansed. Nancy Santa Maria Latica, you are cleansed. I'm changing bottles. Go.
Did we get Scott Bagley?
Scott Bagley, I think we did.
Okay.
You're cleansed.
Yeah, we got Michaela and Chris. We got Jimmy Rick. He's here somewhere. We said him. So we got the list that we had. Anybody else?
Sarah P.
That's Sarah R. And we already did that because we did Buckwheat
Okay.
too.
All right. This is good.
So we got everybody.
We
right?
got everything we needed. And, oh, Heidi, you were cleansed.
No, we did Heidi, but she went somebody else.
Gus, you are cleansed. So we got Gus with Heidi, both cleansed.
Adam.
Adam's cleansed. And Lambo,
Lambo
guy,
guy.
you are cleansed.
Ollie.
Ollie, you are cleansed. Is this Ollie from
Ollie the cat.
way
JJ's
up in?
cat.
Oh, it's Ollie's. There's an Ollie who's a fan, who I didn't know whether she popped on or not.
I hope it helps, Sarah.
Actually, she's one of the few people that included Sean Arm, who met us at the now closed Holiday House to celebrate when I first got monetized. Even
I'm
Dan
glad
was
you
there.
do, Stephanie.
Stephanie feels better already. Oh, it just warms my heart to know how well and quick this works. Simply just asking for you to be blessed by spraying this water and naming you.
Hey,
And
Gary Baba Boo.
it's
JJ
amazing.
lost his handles, his love handles.
I know people have very many spiritual beliefs or not any. So we do this in between both extremes
That's
as
true, soul.
a positive affirmation that we do want good things to happen to all of you, the fans we named, plus those who are present with us, and anybody who's a fan on my channel, and those who will eventually join on. We're still playing with getting above 12,000, but it'll come. And I'm so happy that you guys, especially the core people, find things are very highly satisfactory. I'm glad that I make you smile and you enjoy the content. That makes us just feel that much better. If I sucked, it would really be bad. If I only sucked a little, that's not so bad.
I think it's time for us to wrap up. We've been on for like 2 hours, but 3 of them don't count. I mean, the
Let's
first
go
half
for
hour
at
doesn't
least a
count.
little bit. we don't have anything to do but eat. That's all ready. We're having BLTs. That's been
Okay,
prepared
we have
ahead of
another
time.
cleanse.
All right.
I'm not sure how to say her name. It's Itan. It's a friend of Soul's. Her niece passed
Itan,
away.
you are cleansed. God bless
And
your
her dog.
niece and her spirit. And Itan's
Dog
doggy
is in the hospital.
is in the hospital. I hope Itan gets well.
Oh, Bo's playing with the dogs behind us.
Ah,
He's done. He's done already. When he was younger, he'd run back and forth like 10, 15 times.
yeah, he'd go for a while, but unfortunately, now he realized that he had to go poo, so he's like taking care of that. Oh, there he goes. Made a liar out of us.
Yeah, but see, he stopped again. Bo was 3 when we adopted him, so I didn't see him as a puppy. Or as a little baby.
Can you see him?
Hun, it takes me a while for it to come up. I'm several seconds behind you.
All right, well, I'll just come back.
Well, good, I'm glad, Soul.
So I don't know how this has been for you all, but this is really nice to be able to sit outside. Has a little breeze going on. Out of beer.
Well, you know what? If we're staying on a little longer.
Yeah, you gonna get one too? Please do. And bring me another one of these beers.
And who put them in the fridge?
You did. I appreciate that. Because I came home, I just put them down.
Okay. I'm going to use the facilities too, guys, so
All right,
it won't be too long.
We'll keep them company.
No, no, no. No, no. Be good. And don't fuck my phone up.
Well, first off, this is very interesting. I'm reading. Apparently there's a question about whether or not I would reveal my crotch area. Darlene did take a couple of photos of me, and I showed you 2 of them. The one I had my arm on the handrail. You know, they put this side up when they move you. And then she took a photo of me before I was covered up with a bunch of blankets post-surgery, and was able to get a shot where my gown edge was up, and down there was this red kind of globe, like a globe, yeah. Reddish globe. What do you think that reddish globe was? Ass. She also said she saw the snake looking at her with its single eye. But mostly, if you zoom in, all you see is the scrotum, to be blunt and scientific. I did not post that photograph because I thought that it would be in poor taste. I don't have an OnlyFans account, you know. I really didn't think I'd have much to offer in terms of that. I'm like your dad, granddad, uncle, crazy brother, all the above. But if any of you do think of me as being a little bit of a sex symbol, that's boys or girls, I don't care. I appreciate very much the adoration. It makes me feel nice that I still can be pretty and people like me. And don't wait till October 6th, because now we know we're going to have a special cleanse. The episode's going to be hosted by Sandy Gay, who is going to sing to me in a special cleansing all in one episode on October 6th. Of course, we have a few weeks to go before that. And then on the 30th of September, a Saturday at 3 p.m., we'll be putting an announcement together now and start floating that around. And that will be for the meet and greet here in Baltimore, here in actually my hometown in Parkville. All right, Soul, I'd be happy to do that. So I'm assuming that there's, quit talking about your dick and sing to me. Shaylee Cowan, I am so sorry. I thought that you really enjoyed any discussion about the male sexual organ. So I was just trying to give you like a birthday present with all of that chitter chatter, chit chit chatter, chitter chatter. Instead, I'll give you a birthday wish. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Shailene. Happy birthday
Who are you
to you. Shaylee Cowan.
Hey,
Happy
Shaylee.
birthday. 29 again.
Hey, Shaylee.
Hey, come on out.
I told her to.
Come on over. Watch your step.
Hello, y'all.
Bend down a little bit. Here, you can lean
Why
on
did
me.
you stop
Lean on me.
this?
Lean
When
on
did I stop
me.
what?
My phone.
Oh,
Oh,
so here is
I told you not
Justine.
to mess it
Old
up.
lady.
had a great week away, a bus trip. She sat on her hiney for 8 hours the first day, and her poor thing was sore. And I have no butt either. And that is something we're glad you're not big and fat, but a little bit of padding down there would help us
That
both.
would. That's
Maybe
would.
we can get collagen injections or something.
I sat
and
on
then-
my neck pillow for a while.
You sat on your neck pillow, that helped.
Yeah.
And then Bo is excited because he sees that my mom is on camera getting a little attention.
Hello.
And you have to be, Mom just got her hair did.
Her hair did.
Her hair did. Hair did.
I need to adjust it just a little.
Remember when I left, guys, and I told Rick not to mess my phone up? Well, he paused it. It was on pause the whole time I was
I did
gone.
not touch it
Yes,
pause.
you did.
Hun.
I just had to leave and come back in.
I didn't even try.
Don't touch the screen.
I looked at
Don't-
your phone is the only thing I did.
Don't fight, children. They didn't pay money to hear you fight.
Yes.
They
We've
don't pay
actually,
money.
we
Oh,
did.
they don't?
Well,
Oh, okay.
a couple people did.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not a
It's
requirement.
not
No,
required.
it's not a requirement.
We like to have a like
So glad
though.
to see you, Mama
41 people
Thank
here.
you.
Sarah. You look
40
amazing.
Oh,
3
thank
likes.
you.
I guess we're not going to hit 100 likes today,
No.
but maybe as it's replayed, we'll hit 100 or more then. Well, thank you for saying that. Words of wisdom.
Hello, Justine Sarah.
Yes.
She looks
Hello.
great. Words
Aw.
of wisdom.
Isn't that great? Hello.
Now, Mom, you're awfully close to the edge.
Yeah. Don't fall back and break your head open.
Yeah.
Best of all of you.
Don't fall back and get blood on the deck.
Here.
Don't mess up the new paint job.
Yes.
I'll try not to.
So, when you look at us, the channel that is,
Uh-huh.
from a computer, and you look
Thanks,
us up,
Gary.
you get to see a sketch buy lemon boogers for us to put across the top of the page. And it took a while for me to work it out, but I finally did get it in there. And the sketch is the four of us. It's Bo and myself and Mom and Stalin, all in the top.
Last
banners.
on the list.
Real winners.
Yep, we're all on the banner. We've been together doing this for 3 years plus.
Wow.
And the first couple of months or weeks anyway, you guys really
I'll
weren't
ask
connected.
Mom to
But then
feed you, okay?
we ended up moving over to the carport, and you let me go there. And but then they were part of it because it was like they'd be listening, or they would be on their phone, they'd be watching and listening. And then I'd hear calling around the corner, especially if I said an F word or something like that.
Bad words, you'd hear it.
I'd hear, Ricky!
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye, thank you. I love you.
Bye all.
I'm sure she's not going anywhere. She's just going into the living room.
Well, she's going to feed Bo.
But she's going to feed Bo. Good.
Yeah, Bo's very hungry. He was at the door crying.
Well, she could make herself a sandwich too.
I didn't say your mom was hungry. I said Bo was hungry.
I understand that. I'm just saying she could eat too. Thank you, Shaylee. I hope you liked my singing.
I wish you had waited for me.
People
Happy
started.
birthday, Shaylee. Hey, Mr. D Pants.
The crowd was going wild, and that's what I was reading. They were like, "Come on!" And she said, "Quit talking about your dick and sing happy birthday to me."
Oh, Shaylee, I'm going to have Rick send you a photo.
Oh no. It'll be on the internet. You know how she spreads stuff. I'll just pop it on Discord. Nobody will share it. Man, I will lose everything with one picture that doesn't even look good. I mean, I would at least want to get myself fluffed up and have a well-lit
The
photo
story is,
of my thing.
I went in yesterday before they took him back. You know, they let you come in and talk to him and all that stuff. Well, he has a gown on, nothing on underneath, which is good because I've had to fight with him before about taking his underpants off.
I asked again.
And he has the gown, like right at the very top of his legs. And then the cover came up to about this much, I don't know which way to do this, below the gown.
It gave
was
a little...
a little dark tunnel, but then he goes, wait a minute, and he gets up and he moves around, and the one-eyed monster popped out and was just looking at me. So when he got situated again and the cover and the gown were in the same position, I took a shot.
It's amazing
in
that
tunnel.
Darlene has such good eyesight that she could see such a small structure in limited light and be so sure and give such a detailed description. So obviously, you know, she has 20/20 vision.
I do.
So, and she must have like laser beam eyes to send extra light in there to see the round structures and the end of the urethra, the urethral opening.
No, I didn't see that.
You didn't see that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
But that's not what I took a photo of.
Wait a minute. You know that people can do a quick shot on this.
I don't care. You really don't see anything.
Oh my God.
Can you see it?
Oh
there
my
it is.
God. Oh my God. I was just outed. Thank you, JJ. Oh my God. Oh no. Rick's Harding. Oh my God. I did not ask her to do that. I told you that I wasn't going to put that up on the channel, and damn if she doesn't pull not just the picture, but a close-up of the picture. Because it was like innocently, like, 4 or 5 feet away. Yeah, you really
That's right.
thought you're funny.
Try spelunking in that crotch cavern. It is dark. It was dark in there.
Splunking.
You really don't see anything.
Yeah.
I didn't want to get the one-eyed monster.
Please don't get the old type of hats that burn the crystals.
Hey, Pam. Good to see you.
I don't want to get a burn internally. So would you just wear a
Daddy's
helmet with a regular battery-powered
Daddy's.
light? Dick is hard again.
Yeah.
One of the few things I miss
Okay,
is...
Shaylee wants that pic for her birthday.
Oh, God, all right.
Hey. No, I'm not doing that.
The one thing I do miss, to those who might have enjoyed hearing it, was Rick's erotica.
Ugh.
I enjoyed doing that.
Hated it.
It would never be the same.
That's right, Mr. D Pants, the little general.
So I'm never going to try to do it again.
Yep, Bermuda Triangle.
I won't try to replicate or create or copy that whole thing. Never, never, never.
Yeah,
But-
well, see, if I turn those into glossy prints, I'd probably have to sell them for like 25 bucks each.
Wall poster size.
No.
Rick's uglies on the wall.
Well, it doesn't have his face. You can't guarantee that it's him.
That's right.
I recognize
That
the
could
other parts.
that could have been what's that called? The computer aided or created AI rendition of what my penis might look like. That's what it was. It was AI, it was Chat GPT, putting a bunch of false stuff out. Terrible. Could ruin me. If I get replaced by AI, will it be as good, or will the show suffer? Is this another?
I don't know. I saw what you saw, but I don't see it on here. I don't know what that was.
It made it look like it was
I
a
don't
tip,
think so.
but it was not. Okay, somebody said something. Talk about Rick's Bits. All right, Rick's Bits.
Yeah, there ain't going to be no AI here.
There's a playlist called Rick's Bits, and it's not a small playlist. It's got a couple hundred videos.
They were talking about.
Oh. But if you would like to look at short video content, shorter videos,
We're having BLT.
it would be there. You could go through the whole
Mr. D Pants
playlist in
said if you
an
sell
hour
them,
or so.
you might want to enlarge it.
Yes, I would digitally edit it some more. Yes. Use a clone tool and then just sort of go.
I don't. That is not on
And
there.
now it'll be that long.
It's just your
It's more
ball
like
sack.
it. Oh. Then instead of this big, it's that big.
Maybe I'll put a smiley face on them.
Just think of a smiley face
Oh, really?
and think of my.
Well, I hope you have a
Scrotum.
great Father's Day.
That's some of my final
Mr.
words
D-Pants.
for today. Is just think of a smiley face and remember my scrotum. And you only got to see it here on Cocktail Hour with Rick. Unless the whole episode is demonetized or canceled or whatever.
Tomorrow is Father's Day in Australia.
Is it really? Well, happy Father's Day to all the Aussie fathers.
And especially Mr. D-Pants.
We've been through that. They do it in, it's June for dads, right?
Yeah.
They made you wait longer.
Oh,
When is
today.
Mother's Day?
Today is Father's Day.
Today is Father's Day.
Oh, that's right. Cause wait, are you?
It's a
you're
Saturday.
Sunday. They might be Sunday.
Well, they are Sunday, saying today.
Yeah.
That's right. See, folks, when you're talking to Australia in real time, they are tomorrow, and you are today.
Hey, Miss Glow, I'm glad you came
Or-
back.
They might be the last hour, and you might
Yeah,
be in
it
the
is
first
Sunday
hour
there.
within
Okay.
a 24-hour period. But I think it's actually 15 hours difference, something on that order. They're 15 hours ahead. Because now that it's our time, their time is middle of the evening. They live in the future. That's a way to put it. Yes. Isn't that crazy? That's right. It's like they're talking to us from the future. We will be at that same time well after them. That is spacey, man. I love that thought process. So maybe time travel isn't impossible. Will you, Miss Glow? Okay. That's good. And hopefully this is the episode you'll find. I'm going to clean up the other dead stream or two. I have to do that on the main computer after we're done.
This is the fourth stream we've had
It is?
today.
Well, 1 out of 4 is 250, and people think that's a good batting average in baseball.
Well, we had some work done on the house. I don't know if we're touched on that, but the deck was, of course,
Was one
power
of
washed
the components.
and then stained, and it
Yes.
is now a gray, which is so much better than the red wood stain.
The brown stain. We got rid of stuff that was in the backyard. We used to have a pool, the platform with steps, and a thing I created a long time ago to just store bulky stuff when I did gardening.
Well, same there, Josh.
Got
We
rid
were
of
on
all
two
that.
different streams, so I hope you can find it. And then, what is that stuff called? The foundation of the house? Like
Parging.
Parging.
We had to
it's
have
like
the-
a stucco.
Yeah, it's like a stucco for the exterior block. If you have a foundation made out of concrete block, like these houses were built in 1952, 1954. Right around the same time she was born, actually.
Yeah, I think I'm actually older than my house.
Maybe a little.
Yeah, by a year.
So they covered that with a mortar to fill the cracks.
Oh,
And then
thanks,
they
Miss
do
Glow. I didn't know how to
another
cook that.
application and ends up with a textured look intentionally.
Because it's stucco,
And
basically.
It's made, my repairs were made with 100% mortar instead of a mix of other stuff.
And then that was painted
then,
gray.
And then that was spray painted with an exterior concrete paint in a gray color.
And then the siding on our house, the upper part of the house has siding, and the
Two
what is-
front bedroom dormers
yeah, the
have
dormers, I
siding.
can remember. And they were painted. It is also a gray, a dark gray. It looks so good against the roof. I'm
It's
really
got a
happy with all
teeny
the work.
bit of green mixed in with the gray, and that ties it to the actual asphalt roof we have. So my
Yeah,
daughter
Jed's company did all the work.
did all the work, and it was reasonable. She didn't gouge us either. What was that?
Listen to this.
Yes.
There was a bloke at a urinal that has his wife's name, Wendy, tattooed on his penis. A Jamaican guy comes and stands next to him with the same tattoo. The guy says to the Jamaican, "What? You left me hanging." Give me the rest of it, Mr. D-Pants.
Where's part 2?
Thanks, JT.
You're Jamaican. Shaking,
JT.
making me crazy.
I smell steamed crabs.
Oh,
Do you smell it? Ah. Oh, here's the rest of it. Your wife's name is Wendy too? He replies, "No, man. It says welcome to Jamaica. Have a nice day. Oh my.
I guess after he was fully erect, you saw the whole message.
Yeah.
That's the joke didn't really include that.
Well, you're supposed to figure that out, Rick.
Well, I
or it wouldn't
did,
be a
and maybe
joke.
some people did, maybe everybody else did, maybe I'm being stupid thinking that nobody else knew. I don't know. But you know what? I'm wrong. I'm looking at the wrong number. We got 49 likes,
Good.
37 people. This definitely was a lower
Well, it's
number
not the
of
regular
folks.
time
It's
either.
a different time, and that is what happened, unfortunately. Did we just get another tip or no?
No.
See, that's something with messages keep repeating.
I have a friend that's got a tattoo of a dragon on his penis, and the tail goes all the way around it.
Well,
It has to stay hard to get the tattoo. Oh my God.
it has to.
Stay hard for them to tattoo it.
Oh, all right. So, I guess a cock
Hey,
ring,
Robert Ryan.
a cock ring in one of those suction things. I can't see there being someone ready and sitting there to come over and help assist hardening that man's member
Come on.
so
Come
that
on,
they could
come on.
proceed tattooing him. I know. So you think that the tattoo artist has a contract
Yep,
with
they need a
someone
fluffer.
to be a fluffer? And of course,
I can't imagine.
whatever that fee is,
I can't
it's
imagine
paid for
the
by-
tattoo artist having to hold somebody's dick in their hand.
yeah, that fluffer, they have to be paid for separately, also by the client. That should not be something that
What do
the
you want? You want
business
down now?
has to pay for. And if it's the fluffer right with the customer, then you have to worry about entrapment on.
That was very funny,
prostitution.
Mr. D Pants.
It'll just be like an essential function as part of your business, provided by the customer to keep everything separate.
Okay, Rick.
You
Stop
didn't
beat-
need that?
Stop beating a dead horse.
Or a dead dick, whatever. Quit beating it. Beat it, beat it. Don't you wanna beat it, beat it. I'm about to get shot. Michael Jackson. I grew up in junior high school in the cafeteria listening to the Jackson 5's hits, along with some other music. They actually played a pretty good blend.
Hey, Spin.
And
We
that's
call Mama Sarah air fluffer at Christmas time
oh my God.
because she likes to fluff the Christmas tree,
The
make sure it's
trees.
nice and full and everything. Where
All
it
the
needs to
branches
be.
are out.
And she
the-
goes, "Oh, I'm a good fluffer."
So we-
and then
she-
we told her
what a
that
fluffer
meant.
was, and she laughed. She
Yes,
took
she
it
did.
well. But she still is proud to be a holiday tree fluffer.
Wow, that's crazy, Dina. Her ex has her lips tattooed on his hips. The fluffer, never the fucker.
Well, I mean, if he wanted to, he could have something done to the lips. Something
No
could be
retired
added.
beard. She likes to fluff the Christmas tree.
Fluff a Christmas tree.
Make it nice and full.
Yeah.
And then we told her what fluffer meant.
And remember, she's turning 94 on December the 8th. 94, so. That's
Look, I
too
had to
old
put a
for you,
little
retired
jacket
beard.
on.
You know, you need something that can at least run away and you can chase her around your bedroom. Oh, you're married.
Spin
Never mind.
Dallas.
What do you say?
See, Dina said her ex has her lips on his tattooed on his hips.
Uh-huh.
Spindalis said, "Which lips?"
Right.
Very funny.
I guess we're talking labia.
Yeah, that would be the second set of lips.
That would be it? Okay. I hope we're talking mouth lips.
That's good, retired beard.
Otherwise,
we had to tell Mom what that was too.
you could have done a wax mold for those lips,
God.
and you could, of course, do it for the lips here. Good shot. But then I digress, of course, as usual. Shoot him, they say.
I got that. Wink, wink. You never know. Oh, no! Pull it, cock it, turn it.
Ah! It went onto the screen. The things I do for a laugh. That's a Sandy Gay shot, yep. So,
Florence of Arabia.
oh no! Who said that?
Shaylee.
Oh my gosh. You're so well read, Shaylee. And your wit, it is above average. Thank you for being with us. I don't know how you all stand us, but
We're glad you're here.
we're glad. We're so happy. We're delirious.
Oh, good night,
Especially-
Dina. Enjoy your dinner.
Dina and Wesley, have a nice rest of your weekend. Hopefully Monday you're off. Hope it's a beach day. They live so close to the beach. It's incredible. Let's come up with other titles too. Okay, other titles of what?
I don't know. Get off my phone. Don't touch it.
Oh, curtains. Yes.
Labia. Curtains.
I don't know why you got to say that. Can't you just say meat curtains?
Her sense of wit, Mr. D Pants.
Do you hear the
Yeah, what kind of
Bird.
bird is that? Spin, what is it? I hear a Carolina wren.
Carolina Red? We've had a couple different broods of, I don't know, sparrow, the just common little brown birds. They're under my deck in the corner, the back corner of the deck. They've been going in there for years. It's their habitat.
She's my best friend.
We usually see at least like 3 families. It could be a house finch. Some of them that are like finches, they have a spot up front where we have rocks on top of a column under the ceiling of the porch, open ceiling, and there's no more than this much space at the top. But they get in there. And that's where the finches usually go. The sparrows are more commonly here. And the robins, if they do it, they're all by themselves somewhere the other corner of the deck.
And we usually have one over here somewhere underneath.
That's what I told them right there.
Oh, okay.
So, let's show you. So right here in this corner, down below that nice beautifully stained flooring is where the bird nest is. And then right below this flower pot is another location. They grow nests there. And then over here we have the
No, Mr. D Pants.
Nana's house stand and flower I
Bo
bought for
man.
her.
He likes to lay
Bo
there.
loves there. But somewhere under the floor between the top of the staircase and the other side, below the flooring again,
You need to turn that a little more. No, not towards me.
I'm getting some.
Uh-oh. We're in trouble, guys. I don't know what he's doing.
This is my plant for Darlene this year.
I really like it. But get it out of my face, please.
So this is a mandevilla, oh no, diplodonia, and a couple
I
other
like a
things.
mandevilla. Oh, thank you, DJ Infinity. The Union won. He's at a Civil War reenactment.
How's the computer, DJ? Oh, sorry.
I squirted my older kids with breastfeeding when I couldn't get up to tell them off. Do they remember that, Shaylee? Yeah, what's the difference in a locust and a cicada?
A locust is actually a overstressed grasshopper.
Thank you, Wes. You did have a thing here.
Thank you, Wes, very much. But a cicada is in the same insect family, the Orthoptera. But the insect that is given the kind of common name of locusts, because the family name Locustidae, these are, I'm thinking, long-haired grasshoppers, long antenna.
Yeah, Rick
When
has
there
been to
is
Antietam.
an overabundance of population and an under amount of vegetation for them, when they become stressed with such low food access, something happens within the whole family or brood. It could be very, very large, it could be thousands and hundreds of thousands of insects. And they just go in a big giant swarm searching vegetation to feed upon, and they decimate everything. But it's an environmental stress response that the grasshopper goes through, and they are what you call a locust. How did I do, Spin Dallas? Did I do fairly good on that explanation?
I think cicadas molt.
Oh, definitely cicadas molt. I think grasshoppers, maybe they don't. Roaches do. They're also,
Roaches do what?
they molt.
I never knew that.
Yeah, they
I
grow
see the
and
empty
shed body.
cicada
Yeah, that's
shells
really
all
obvious.
over the place.
But no, roaches shed their skin as they get larger and larger.
Ew.
They're Orthoptera, grasshoppers.
You impress Spin Dallas.
The praying mantis. This,
Did you see what I said?
Well, thank you, man. You know what? I take that as a very roaches masturbate. Do they really, retired beat?
God.
I know they eat one another, or they actually eat on fragments of other roaches.
Can we get off the subject?
Oh
of
man,
roaches?
entomology, the
I
capability
don't like
of
bugs.
the only living creature that will be left. Thank you, DJ Infinities. One day we'll investigate Gettysburg.
Ooh.
I would like to do that in the daytime is even preferable. Maybe early dusk. But when it gets dark,
Yeah,
go get something
I
to
hate
eat.
bugs. We have camel crickets up here. I do not like camel crickets.
They're just a cricket that's brown looking, has a humpback. They don't bite. They're
When they jump, you never know which way they're going.
That's true, but they're
and
just
you
an
can't
herbivore.
really step on them because they see you coming.
Mert,
I captured one the other day in a red solo cup,
what are they doing
but
to
we have
the
no idea what happened to it.
battlefield that you can't still go and park in the parking spots and walk down the trails, whether you're going to Little Round Top or if you're going
snakes
to
don't scare me. They're
wheat
not
fields, rose woods. What's happening? And that's such bullshit. There's no way they're going to build a bunch of warehouses inside of the battlefield. There's a pretty good balance of our elected officials on the particular issue of protection of a battlefield that would stop anything from happening to that battlefield. So it's.
At least Darling didn't get spooked
I'm
by
hoping
Rick's
anyway.
peeking trouser snake.
Just a little, it's like shrinkage. It's an innocent little boy pee-peer. But then when there's some action going on, what happens? That's when Richard Harding comes to call.
Yes, it is. I believe the battlefield is a national park.
Yes. There's other property, unfortunately, that is in the area that's privately owned, so that can be developed up to a certain kind of a level. And there's already some crappy kind of places that have been in there. But I mean, like example, the McDonald's is one part of the original battlefield with a whole parking lot and a road. That was a battlefield right there.
That was pretty loud spin.
Oh, shit.
Oh, crap.
That's all on the tray.
Better on the tray than on the deck.
I'll take care of it.
Yes, you will.
I spilled beer into the precious tray of our cleansing.
Move that around, Rick. It'll get on the deck and get sticky.
I'll put it right here. I'm so ashamed.
You should be. You should be.
So ashamed at my lack of coordination. I bang things. That's just the way it is. As the nerves stop responding to the mental thought, the impulse that you were trying to make my arm come up. Why did it swing all of a sudden to the right, knock my beer over? I don't really remember having a thought, arm, do that to your beer. It just did it.
That's only his second one.
And it's like my arm is not even
He is not.
listening to my brain.
He's like a bull in a china shop.
Sometimes,
He
you wonder.
moves before he thinks.
Oh crap!
I'm
Look at my
moving.
hand. What's going on?
Stop it.
I'm just pretending. That damn arm does whatever it wants. Good. I got to laugh. That's a cheap laugh of any kind. Arachnophobia.
Oh, did you see that movie?
Yeah,
It's an old one.
I saw Arachnophobia.
It was cool.
I liked it.
Yeah. I mean, it was an entertaining movie. Was
Yes.
it the best thing I ever saw?
I have footage of a snake
Did you kill it, Josh?
demonstration I didn't even ever utilize.
Did Did you hear Bo? He
He's over here.
He wants to go in.
Okay.
You wanna
And
go
it's
in
a
with
guy
me?
who has been an entertainer for quite a while, and he knows how to handle dangerous snakes. So that's extra content that I could share to you all if you would like.
Who?
Me,
You handle snakes?
I had footage of it. I recorded it.
Oh, you mean up at the
Yeah, at
Indian
the
thing.
Indian
Native
powwow.
American
Yeah,
powwow.
right, Native American
Doot,
powwow.
doot.
Boop, boop. Patrick, happy Labor Day. What did he say? I don't think it's
Happy
coming.
Labor Day weekend, everyone. Who is working?
Oh. Unfortunately, I know because one of the fans had to go back to work. So, Valerie, right? Brumlow, she was going to work.
Yeah.
And
But then you said Hamburglar and then somebody going to work. It's like
I was just reading what was going on. No, and it was all snakes that were native to Florida.
Wow, it's going to take that long. I'm really not surprised. JT will not be working till October because of the flood.
Yeah.
We're within an hour of a casino.
Even a little less.
Well, the one in Northeast is
Well,
close to
we
an
have.
hour.
There's one in downtown Baltimore I wouldn't go to, and then there's the one at Arundel Mills.
That's about an hour away.
Yeah,
And then you have the one up at Northeast.
in Perry Hall or Perry Point.
Perryville.
Perryville, that's it.
Hey, is Muffin in here? Hi, Muffin.
And up in Perryville is an indoor water park.
Oh yeah, Great Wolf Lodge is
Great
now
Wolf
in Maryland.
Lodge is up there near the casino.
And I bet it's in that old
Yep,
shopping area.
yeah, probably the old
It was an
stupid
outlet
mall.
store.
Like a little outlet that never, well, it died basically is what happened. And then after it died, it was actually an urbex location for Jake Williams and Brendan Evangelista. They were there at some point in the past, and there's video footage. I think it came out under
Probably Jake's, because I
Jake's.
don't think Brennan had a channel at that point.
No, he had a channel, but it wasn't.
did?
That wasn't what he does.
Oh, okay.
You know, he does investigations of places that are alone that he finds were, I don't know, like almost like the history is left behind. It's significant of how much is left behind. Jake
But see, we used to, what's the name
finds
of that
that
area?
too.
Perryville. We used to go up to Northeast. We used to camp up there. And
Right.
they have this little, quaint little town. They had a bunch of little shops. We would go up there, like before Thanksgiving, they would have a Christmas parade, and they'd have all these sales in the little
The
stores.
town is called Northeast
Maryland.
Maryland.
And then when we left there, we would go down to Perryville, which was an outlet.
Right,
Tons of stores.
right.
And then as the years went, the stores got fewer and fewer until it's like maybe 2 or 3 were open. It wasn't worth going there. It was a shame.
If you're coming down 95 corridor and you want to shop for some deals and go do some outlets, you should go to Delaware. I don't think they have a sales tax.
They don't.
So, and that's where they are. So if you're coming down from New Jersey, New York, you got to consider hitting Delaware. You know, it's a little late, but if you still need some clothes for the kids, maybe you needed some warmer clothing as the fall kicks in,
See, I had to
and
put
you're
a
smart
little jacket
waiting
on.
because they may grow up a little bit. Next thing you know, the
Oh, ours
jacket's
was
too
cold.
small, or you know, the pants are whatever, not right. So, anybody in the area, and anybody in the area that might be coming down to go to Delaware to shop, keep going south to Parkville, Maryland on Saturday, the 30th of September, after 3 o'clock. We're going to be holding
Meet and
court.
greet if you're
Meet and greet.
near enough, come on down.
We'll have some merch to give away, and
He
just
is
love
cute,
to
Mert.
just love to hang out, talk with you all, enjoy maybe being able to sit outside, hopefully. It'll be nice. If it's rainy, there's plenty of room inside. We've got all that covered.
Well, Robert Ryan, if you live in Delaware, you're not that far from us, so you can be
Not
able
at
to come
all.
to the meet and greet.
Yeah, Delaware to Baltimore.
We're coming down in October.
What,
JJ.
hour and a half. And we're going to be landing back in Florida, in Seminole, Florida. We'll be back there by the 10th of
10th
October.
or 11th, yes. Yeah, as a married woman, I have no qualms saying Brennan is definitely eye candy.
So I'm going to take a base down with us
Okay.
and take it to that same guy. Hopefully he's still around. Fix it up, set it up, and leave it.
Well, I like to hear.
I could possibly do the same thing with a guitar. My wife wants me to not have to carry stuff back and forth, wants it to become, eventually, we might just be flying
Good
back
night,
and forth.
Misty. I'm glad you were able to join us. Enjoy
But-
dinner.
We're still pretty young and, well, 70, 64, almost. You know, we're not in wheelchairs yet. And if that's the deal, we can't even drive, then we'll be flying.
But we can't be carrying a whole bunch of shit back and forth.
So
I'm sorry.
we're going to try to cut that down and relent. She's the boss.
I wish.
What would Darlene do?
That's what I tell him.
WWDD. That's supposed to be my rule, day by day.
True. Well, no, not day by day. Before you open your mouth,
Right, before I open my mouth.
he needs to think,
Yeah, I've had that.
what would Darlene do? Because
Yeah.
sometimes he just,
Blunt, maybe even worse than blunt. Maybe like, you promised not to mention it. That bad. And I forgot. Oh shit, I wasn't supposed to mention this. Sorry about that. Sorry, Jen.
yeah, him
Sorry, Kylie.
and Jen cannot keep a secret. In fact, I'm going...
My lips are sealed.
September 14th, I'm having microblading done.
That
And
means she's
it
going to
was
have permanent eyebrows.
Hey, Dr. Leonard Hostetter.
Doctor, we're glad you're here. Dr. Leonard, you are cleansed. Now, has anybody else popped in who we did not cleanse?
Well, let me finish.
Okay.
So for my birthday, Jen gave me, well, Jen and the family gave me a gift certificate for microblading. And my original appointment was September 1st. But Rick had to have the PCNL, so I had to reschedule for
So
the
she
14th.
did that for me.
Well, you're more important than my eyebrows, but I'm be glad when you can see my eyebrows without me putting stuff. Muffin needs to be cleansed.
Robert Ryan, too.
Okay, well,
Sell
get
me
it
out.
out.
Muffin, you were cleansed. Robert Ryan, you were cleansed. Who else do we have?
You got Muffin, right?
Muffin, you were cleansed again.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think I'm doing my lips.
Dr. Leonard, you were cleansed. And I think, and we're back up. Mert, you're cleansed. Were you cleansed, Mert? If not, Mert, you're cleansed.
Did you want to come out? No? Okay.
Hear the nice little crickets?
Quick, 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 quick.
Now, in the time of year where the trees are bare, we have a major highway.
Jimmy, Rick, we did cleanse you, but since you weren't in the room, Rick
Jimmy-
will do it again.
Jimmy Rick, you are cleansed. There's a highway system that goes around
Hey, Danielle.
my neighborhood.
LT.
On this side, the road is called the Baltimore Beltway. And it has very high walls around it to protect the homes right next to and backing up to the highway from excessive noise. But you know, like I, all that causes is that the sound goes up
He always complains
and it
about the
comes
beltway
down.
noise.
So here we are. If you're listening to it now, you barely hear any but the street traffic and another secondary road just up top of this hill pointing that way. But you have the white noise if you listen for it. I try to pretend it's the ocean. And I'm at the dune of Assateague Island.
Oh, did we tell you we do have a camping trip next year for Aztec where we're able to
Yes.
secure 2 weeks.
So it'll be 2 cocktail hours with Rick, most likely at a Wi-Fi hotspot bar restaurant. And that's where it's gone before. And this time we'll have my mother. We might have some visitors, a couple different visitors maybe.
Now, Mom gets to sleep on the dinette table. We
Yes.
put it down, she sleeps on that. Anybody else is in a tent.
And we'll probably leave the dinette down and set up our kitchen outside. So
Depending
it
on
just
the weather,
makes more
yes.
sense. Because, I mean, it's not impossibly hard, but
Good, Robert Ryan can be at the meet and greet.
really,
That's great.
I will be posting a video. I'll be dropping it on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok,
I will probably send out a mass email.
and on X.
So you may be seeing
And
an
if
email
you are
from us in the
a customer
future.
from rickserrastar.com, you'll be seeing an email coming to remind you of this meet and greet.
Shaylee, are you close enough you can hear the waves?
They are.
They are? Wow. We're 15 minutes from the Gulf.
Yeah, we can't hear the Gulf from our home.
JT wants you to cleanse Woodland.
Woodland, you are cleansed. Was that a dog?
What?
The name.
I don't know.
I think
don't
we
know.
already did it once.
No. Not to my knowledge.
So I hope you all have some good stuff to do Sunday and Monday, enjoying your time off. Do a little recharging, you know? Sleep in late. Don't feel like you have to accomplish anything major. Maybe read a book. Maybe a book you've been reading and finish it.
Wow, that's cool, Shaylee.
Labor Day is supposed to be a celebration of the...
Tired Beard, listen to the watch the acetate video Rick just put out. You'll hear a lot of ocean.
Oh, yeah. The last video, not the
Wow,
Out with Rick
that is close, Shaylee.
Acetate, but the Out with Rick Ponies Visit Us on the beach.
Hey, Roy Quitter.
Because the other, it had so much wind noise. I had to really drop the levels down to kill the wind. And ended up with it being at a minimal level. You had to probably max your volume. But believe me, that was
Good luck
better
with that spin.
than me leaving all that white noise coming into the iPhone microphone. It was pretty hard. Like I was saying before, check out with Rick. If you haven't already,
Good night,
consider
Josh.
look for the playlist, start up Out with Rick. It's a good ride.
We need to get off.
And as we said before, if you were new and somehow you just were nervous and not wanting to reply, maybe you're in the background, that's cool. Go to rickserrastar.com. You can click on a link to send us an email. Send us your name and your mailing address. We'll send you a free gift. Any questions like we've talked about through the night, same email address. I'll be happy to chat with you. Even the medical area stuff that I was talking about earlier in the podcast or live stream here. So we're going to go.
I'm jealous, Shaylee and Mr. D Pants.
Well,
It's on our bucket list to get there, but
where are they
it's
going?
pretty expensive. Australia.
Oh yeah, they're already there.
Yeah, they're already there.
Yeah, I don't know how they got there. If they were born there, that's kind of easy to get there. But unless you were born there, it's a long way on the other side of this planet. If I had my own spaceship, I'd be right over.
Well, we gotta
Everybody,
go, guys.
thank you so much for hanging and putting up with the problems with the non-charging of my phone. It's never a dull moment. Thank you, JJ.
Glad you all joined us.
Hey, we're so glad to have you, and
We'll see you next week.
we'll see you next week at the regular time. Have a good rest of your holiday weekend. Love and hugs.
Good night, guys. See
Goodbye.
you next week.
Peace.